Weird. I didn't know it would reload the game in nav view. But yeah, so here's the enrichment process. Where are we at? So this one is fully saturated with 60 uranium-235s. Let's see, second one we're at 52. And they pass around to themselves is where I've got this set. And right now I have right now I have everything kind of constrained to this half of the machines, because I just have built these into smaller cells. I did some testing. I do tend to do quite a bit of testing with certain parts of things in Factorio. Fuel's okay there. I'm gonna have to head back over because yeah, power is not good except for right here. Those two machines are stretching the 2 megawatts though, so I might have to start just, I might have to scrape a little bit of that uranium out of there to make a couple of fuel cells, because then if I can power up the whole reactor, well, all of the reactors, I guess, the whole reactor, I don't know what, so there's 8 of them, they each need two fuel cells, that is, to do a full cycle, the way I have it set up, at least with the circuitry. And then to make this requires 2 of that. So 8 cores, 8 reactors, they each need 2 fuel cells, so that's 16. And then each fuel cell takes 2, so that's 32. So I need 32 uranium-235 for a full initial cycle, but that would be really, really good to get. That would take care of all of my power. Yeah, I've even got my, my defenses are unpowered, and I kind of just eat the losses as they get attacked, and I get alerts that I'm losing buildings, and then I can turn them on. So, oh yeah, and I need to figure out this spent fuel processing as well, which can just feed directly back into the fuel cell process. So, okay, we got the iron. Wait, no, steel. We got the steel, and then we've got the 2 types of uranium here. 60. Okay, so great. The next centrifuge is getting loaded up. So now these are taking, it's a cycle time of 60 seconds, but the speed is 1.6. That's not math I'm prepared to do. How do you... So you would divide by 1.6? Sounds right. So about 1.5. So yeah, we're still looking at 35 seconds, let's say. Right? 35, 40 seconds, something like that. So, and in that time, let's see, this creates how many? 1. Oh yeah, that's right. So this recipe is different than in the vanilla Factorio. In vanilla Factorio, the products you get out of it, you get some uranium-238 back. I believe it takes 5 238. It takes, and in vanilla it takes 40 235. I know, and then I believe you get 3 238 back, and you get 41 235. So it eats 2 of the 238, and you get a 235 back. And this is clearly, this eats 3 of the 238, so it's a little more expensive. But at least the threshold is only 30 uranium-235, so it's easier to get started, I guess, is the only thing that benefits you. And then there's stone to deal with, which like I said, I did some testing here, and I only had to kind of figure out how to redo the part where the uranium is fed in. I need to get some more modules over here. So if I had, and basically this is where I was when I ended stream. I was in the mindset of like, well, I could take some of this uranium to put in the reactor to power everything up, but that would set back the enrichment process here. And it's the longer I wait, the sooner and faster, and it's a compounding effect that the Covarex all gets powered up. But I did not take into account the fact that these absolutely will not run off of just this one burner. So in order to have that done, it might be best for me to just plug in the whole network. Max consumption. So we're looking at 800 kilowatts a piece. So let's say, just round it for simplicity, 10 megawatts. And this guy produces 2. Yeah, I don't want to be hauling that much fuel over here. Okay, where am I standing anyway? Oh, I'm over here at I was doing some experimentation, some testing on what kind of track layout for a depot I want. And honestly, it's a little bit of a, like, this is cool, and yeah, I had some people helping me out with suggestions. And this is cool that this fits in there. I can really cram the trains in, but also I'm already cramming them in, like, two rows of them here, and I'm kind of feeling like I should just I can keep that in mind, and I might use it later, but I probably can just let this layout be the one I go with, because I'll still be able to fit, like, I don't know, 25, 30 trains in here, and that's only for that style. There's going to be extra spaces here on the end that I can probably use as depot locations for the smaller trains that I'm starting to work into the system. So probably, well, that's important. I guess I shouldn't say something more like, oh, probably more important than that. Like, this is important. But yeah, I'll just leave that as an artifact for now. So I need to get, it's pretty much right next door here. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I picked up those other machines I needed. And all I need is light oil. Oh, I haven't picked, this one's only on the recipe. Light oil, oh, and iron plate. Okay, I have that belted way over there. I should have switched these. I feel like it's much easier to do a long run with piping than belt. But whatever, it's already done. Okay, and this, yeah, I adjusted this. This is set to default still, so I can actually name this sucker, because I don't have anything doing the light oil anything yet. Okay, yep, circuitry's all working fine there. And over here, there's no circuitry on this one. Okay. Well, that won't do. I might keep this one simplistic though, because I do not need these warehouses full. It's like 1 plate per rocket fuel. It's not gonna go through it that fast at all. So I'm just gonna Yeah, that connected right. It's a very straight line on that wire. Weird. Okay, so let's set tray limit 0. Good. So L is the limit, and then plates. I could just say anything. No, I'll actually specify the plates just because if it's 0, then this might not register. I don't think that those global ones really work so well when there's no signal. Okay, so iron a plate. When it's less than, I mean, geez, 16,000 is a train load. I feel like I'm gonna say 10,000. So when it's, you know, somewhere around half a train load, there's way more room than that here. Low power, of course. So yeah, I don't ever need more than one train here, so I'm not gonna worry about that. How are we doing? Oh, Coverx got unpowered. All right, time to head back over there. I need to grab some fuel though. Would be really good. I think I'm gonna build one more of those burners. Maybe I'll do a couple more actually. Maybe if I stone furnace. Okay. Maybe we can get that whole first loop going. That can be my goal. Because really, once the one loop is going, it fills up the second one pretty fast. Yeah, I think that's what I'll go for. So I'll need 3 of these burners. Hello, my botty friends. I know we've got some stone here somewhere. I do have my stone set to 0, so I'll have to turn you off momentarily. There we go. And then fuel. I do have large quantities of solid fuel right here. Oh, inventory is full already. Probably because I have a lot of crap in my inventory. Jeez. I don't need like tiny quantities of these random things. Oh, and I got some of my toys I grabbed here too. Let me drop those off for now. I will want to try those out. I got the biogun and the cryogun. Biogun, cryogun. Let's set those off to the... Biogun looks really interesting. I don't need it here, but I should take that to Thule. That might work really well. Let's see. I've got a capsule. I don't need an extra capsule. I don't need, yeah, like I said, just tiny quantities of random stuff. And a jetpack? What am I even... Wait, where... How far am I tech-wise? First power armor, okay, and then the thruster suit that I'm in. And they are both the same equipment grid, so no point in swapping. I don't need one logistics robot. I still have space pipe on me from when I was up on the platform. Prod 1 modules. That, again, also from research on the platform. Alright. So I got a load of solid fuel and some more burner generators. So let's go back. Is that where I'm stopping these days? How is this train looking on fuel? Oh, okay, so we want to take a look at this train because he has been running out of fuel because I don't have a depot. All right, he looks fine. And, okay, no, I don't have enough. I was wondering if I had enough stuff in this train to expand the reactor at all. I don't right now. I don't need to expand it. It's way big enough. All right. Yep. Not exactly power yet. This. Oh my gosh, I didn't even grab enough. Wow. Well, on the steel, I think this train, this guy, the steel train, he has refueling, so I keep. Oh, and he needs to go refuel. Go do that again, buddy. I keep sending him to, you know, run an errand to go get more fuel. Until then, give me one of those stacks just to make sure you guys are a little bit closer. Oh, third one is running now. Fantastic. Oh, weird. I had something unmuted there? Weird. Okay. Oh, weird. Oh, my. I don't know if I hit something. I have to open a new browser tab. An accident. There we go. Alright. I just want this to go. Come on. Oh, one escaped. Little 235 on the merry-go-round. It's like a luggage carousel at an airport. Oh, and I gotta move my train, or that other, my little errand guy isn't gonna be able to make it back in to his station. Let's see. I could. I'll just send him on a loop when the other one's headed back. What are you doing there, bud? Oh, very slowly getting fueled up because the power is low. That's what he's doing. Okay. There you go. He's on the way back now. So what I need to do next, let me check on things elsewhere and around. Research, I don't have. Oh, I do have stuff I could research, I guess. Oh, like even, yeah, my laser weapons. I should get that. Why don't I have that? That's weird. It's a ton, 300, 1,000 for that one. Okay, yeah, like, see, there's some of these that are cheap that are mixed in. It's the military stuff, I guess. I do want uranium ammo. That could be useful, for sure. And then let's get some smelting and optimization. And, yeah, mining productivity is super nice. I especially think it's going to be good on the core miners. Because that percentage, you know, that matters more because the initial number was bigger. All right, so that's looking good. Do I have? Look at my pins here. So like, yeah, I don't have any hotkeys set on these. I definitely want that as a hotkey. I definitely want Thule as, we'll do number 3 there. And I mean, the first one is not, well, whatever, that'll be for my first position for now. Okay, so let's check out Thule. Oh, I was experimenting on this, and oh, there, that turret just ran out of ammo now. So It's possible it did use a few rounds since we last checked, but if I recall, even like looking specifically at the clip, there were 17 rounds left in there. Wow, you got the research done already? Huh. I guess I had a lot of science probably piled up there in space. Okay, laser turrets seem to be handling them. That's good. Evolution's 81%. So no behemoths just yet, but they're not terribly far off. Here in Kovarex. Oh, is that train? Yeah, he's waiting. So you, I mean, I don't know, just go there and then, oh, I'll change my mind, come back here. So he'll do a loop somewhere. Yeah, whatever, looks good. Okay, then I'm gonna steal your fuel. Alright, 38. Perfect. They've all... yeah, they're all at the same exact spot fuel-wise. Oh, thanks, autosave. Alright, Kovarex, let's do this. Why is this one not running? He doesn't... oh! Is that... he can't reach the... okay, interesting. Turn that back on. Let it just flow through to the next tunnel there. Okay. Well, glad I caught that. I could let this flow all the way out here to come to these, but I don't know. I guess I will do that. I don't need to block it. There. That's all the further it's going anyway. So this one's almost completely saturated, I think. Oh no, he's about halfway, I guess. Because of right, it wouldn't have had a cycle running. Okay, so I need to make some more trains. Let's look into that. Do I have? I mean, I guess I have my construction station here is probably the easiest place that is. I don't know, do I have solid fuel? Processed fuel? Solid? No. Rocket. I don't even have rocket fuel in the system? Jeez. Well, it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, let's get... so this is iron... oh, this is iron plates, right? Because that one, I just need to name correctly. Iron plate, okay. And that should be all it takes to get it going. Oh, no, that's right. Oh, crap. I don't have an iron plate station because all of my smelting still feeds into the bus. I have not migrated any of the smelting yet to the, like, rail blocks. Okay, so that is then where I end up with stuff like this, or actually, where's the steel? Yeah, that is over here. It's just the short little train is why I'm getting confused. This guy, the steel, this tiny little station here for steel, that it just pulls off the steel off of the bus right here. Like right here, look at this, iron's right there. So I can totally just put a station maybe right here and run iron up to it. It's... yeah, I mean, it's good enough. It works. Except I wouldn't want to do it right there because that's... I'm kind of trying to use this for the delivery cannons. And actually, oh, Actually, having this track over here is perfect, because I actually might need to get trains over to the cannons on this side too. So where can I put? Guess I can put it down here, just kind of like how these are. That would be the easiest to just get it running, certainly. This is all within bot network, so I can just build it. Doing my standard little station here. And then we want this load station, I think. Holds an absolute crap ton of material. Makes the train station buffers just massive. Maybe I should modify this to use the next size down, like what, the storehouses or something? Might be a little more reasonable. Hey T-Hacks, how's it going? I'll just put this one in, it's fine. Oh crap. Oh god, it is, okay, it's named default. One of my blueprints has got a station name in it somewhere, and I haven't bothered to figure it out yet. I thought it was this one, but procrastinating a long walk? What's the long walk for? Just enjoyment? Okay, so then I'm gonna get iron down here. Oh, I guess this is all getting fed by blue belts. Walk partly for exercise, partly to avoid the unmasked crowds. Ooh, all right. Both those sound like good reasons, I guess. Let's see, I'll just snag it right here. Sure. I wish you could configure things like this that are ghosts. That would be pretty nice. Is there a mod for that? I would like a mod for that. Except this is not ore, it's plates, and fantastic. Just let's see what we want. Iron plate. Pick up. Okay, good. Good. Pick up. And then over here. No, I didn't name that one yet. Huh. Okay, thought I had. Unload. Great. And I just need a train. And actually, I think I had Yeah, I do have some blueprints for trains. I wish these snapped a little bit better, but I guess it doesn't make any difference. Oh, my... Okay. This has got the refueling thing in a weird spot because it was my builder train there. Let's see, can you please go to the other one? Perfect. He's gonna go to the other stop. Great. And checking on the Kovarex. Oh, hey. Is that... Are these three are going? Oh, awesome. Bring the next one online. Start filling in. Power-wise, we're good so far. Alright, so now, yeah, great, we've got 3 of those running. And so that'll continue to accelerate. Let's see here. How's our station? Did this? Yeah, it did not. Let's see. What is the... I believe it's the belt right next to them that's the trick. Okay. I do have to deconstruct it. And then I think that when that belt gets played, I think it's the issue happens. Hey, Andy. Yep, Kovarex is going. T-Hax follows you? Yeah. I think a lot of us on Twitch kind of like just bum around after each other, right? That didn't work? Ah, you piece of garbage. Sometimes these work, sometimes they don't. And I cannot figure out what the exact trick is. So, oh well. That's fine. It's there. The other thing, it needed light oil. You train for light oil, and the only light oil I think I have is here. Yeah, it's not very much. And it's... Oh, I think I did this yesterday too, and it's kind of like, what am I doing? I forgot the hotkey already for pipe visualizer. Yeah, that's what I was hitting. Is it because I was in map mode? Maybe it's because I was in map mode. Okay. Yeah, it does not seem to care for map mode too much. I don't know. So light oil is the orange one here. Okay, so that's coming over just for the little bit of rocket fuel that I've been producing just to get things off of the planet. Is there a better place? TX, yeah, I feel very similarly that it's really, you know, sometimes I feel like almost, I would say, I on the verge of like giddiness thinking about how much I have left to do ahead of me, just from like watching your stream and some other, you know, other people who played it and got near the end game, and it's like, so I have at least kind of an idea of how far there is to go, and that's super exciting. Make a station. Where can I make a station? I can make an absolutely horribly ugly station. Maybe. Or I could just put it down here. That wouldn't be so bad. Let's do that. That's fine. Oh jeez, there's like a tree branch in the way. Whoa. Doubled. Okay, and then this is fluid load. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one that I call the thin. The thin one has just the couple fewer tanks than what my first design was. This is some serious fun and frustration at the same time. Exactly. 100% exactly. And I don't know if maybe it's a certain type, and I don't know if you guys feel exactly the same, or yeah, if it's a certain type of person, but like I actually am kind of become aware that like really to oh weird, why do I have double that's not gonna work, but whatever, one of them will. That I tend to find something more enjoyable if I don't enjoy it all of the time. I mean, I think there's something to that. Oh, thank you, autosave. And I think it's the kind of thing that's probably been studied in conjunction with, like, you know, say gambling addictions and stuff like that. That it has to do with the juxtaposition of the highs and the lows. Not necessarily, I guess, a competitive game per se. Yeah, it just really has to do with, yeah, I don't know, it's like there's something to do with like that, like I say, like juxtaposition, just that, you know, the fact that it's almost, I guess it's almost like it's the fact that you are in some of the time in that place where you're enjoying it less or having less fun makes you anticipate the exciting parts, the good parts, the reward even more. Something along those lines. All right. This guy, centrifuge number 4 is about halfway full. Once these guys finish this cycle, it will be anyway. Thanks, T-Hacks. You enjoy your walk, and yeah, I'll enjoy the good pain, right? Exactly. All right, so these burners they're working okay. Hey, crickets. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to describe, at least. That yeah, Cricket said that the grind and wait for things can make the exciting parts so worth it when you can get there. Yeah. And it, like I said, I think it's the kind of thing that it's been included kind of in studies, usually more on things like, you know, gambling addiction. But I think there's also another component to it that, unlike gambling, this is in no way gambling whatsoever. You know, so there's a big difference there, and so I think it also has a lot to do with, I don't know, maybe the perception or even really just the fact that getting through a difficult thing is an accomplishment and feels more like an accomplishment than, you know, having an easy time. And I mean, that's, you know, a perception at the least. I don't really want to, I guess, make a value judgment on whether, you know, having adversity is better than not or anything like that. Alright, so those should be good with just that adjustment. I love putting down these blueprints and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember how this works, but all I know is I just gotta change that value, and frankly, I could just go with the, well, that's only offering each. Wait, which, why is it only offering each? I mean, I guess it's because it's the arithmetic one. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that. So with the each, that. Okay, what the heck did I think I screwed that one up. Okay. Yep. That's supposed to be the light oil. Okay, so then we just gotta get light oil here, and it should come in. Oh, here, this is where the pipe is. So light oil it's right across, actually. Yeah, like absolutely straight across, right here. Bam. That'll be connected. Great. Eventually, once bots get to it. It'll take a while to fill, though. And in the meantime, yeah, got an light oil unload. Let's make a pickup. Oh, and Andy just realized you're gonna have to have one rocket for each of the materials you're supplying, because this multi-material auto launch thing doesn't work that well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the, you know, the trying to do the multi-material thing is just, you're just adding complexity, and you know, ultimately having a single material per rocket is far simpler and completely, in the long run, completely equal in efficiency. Yeah, because if you have, you know, you don't need a whole lot of a certain material, so you're trying to share space on the rocket. It's like, well, if you launch it on a dedicated rocket that's full of that material, you'll just be launching rockets less often. And so it completely equalizes. All right, we got light oil, at least a little. Probably emptied the whole store from the refinery out already. Yeah. Yeah, I do not have the refining facilities. Oh god, excuse me. Oh. Got a pretzel trying to sneak down the wrong pipe. Yeah, this is basically I think this is the only refining I have. So that is absolutely not enough. I just have been putting off building that up. like I have for everything, because I don't want to tack any more onto the bus. I want to, you know, get dedicated facilities. Oh, it's, yeah, the power's low, so of course it's taking forever. Crickets Rocket sounds chaotically fun. Makes me want to play Factory Town again. I'm not familiar with Factory Town. Is that something that has rockets? Okay, I feel like I can put all of these on. Or, I mean, I'm pretty sure Factory Town is a different game, right? That's not just kind of like another way of referring to Factorio. Okay, it's no rockets. It's a different resource and supply management game. Okay, yep. So yeah, the Kovarex, and I'm assuming this is Crastorio too, is a little bit different of a value calculation. Okay, so yeah, it's no rockets. It has trains. Trains are fantastic. Trains are one of the best parts of Factorio, you know. You always struggle because logic blocks defy logic for you. I mean, I assume it has the same block system as just about every single game. Factorio, everything. It almost universally, I feel like, train games have, and it's because it pretty closely reflects reality of trains. You have block signals and you have chain signals. Is that roughly how Factory Town works? Alright, so how this is gonna take. Okay, I don't know, this couldn't have been. Oh wait, it's all in the last one. Why is it all in the last one? That isn't how this is supposed to work. Ah, I forgot to change something. Well, that's gonna, yeah, that's gonna mess up. Let me reverse that real quick. And the power is tanked. Okay, so yeah, it has the signals, and then you have to do some weird connection things and tell it to go, and it's all a lot. You can do basic stuff. You can do complicated things with resource-specific pickup and drop-off that makes no sense to me. Okay. Honestly, I think it might have been in a different stream that I think I was probably you were talking about. It had mentioned the game, and that was the first time I'd heard of it. So yeah, you know what? Here, I'm just gonna let's reverse all of this. Let's fix this issue here. I reverse all of these. I'm just going to pump all of the oil back to the first tank, and then with the correct conditions set, I can turn the pumps back the right way. Alright, so this is basically 0 over here. This has got quite a bit. That's disabled. Then I want the other condition. Okay. Okay, so these are wired to the tanks to their left. There we go. That's okay. That's great. And so then this is also less than. Which that is 100% the correct condition. So I should be able to now just flip them back around. And this time, the balancing should work correctly. Okay. Forgot to flip that one back there. There we go. All right, good. And the only reason the balancing is kind of important on these is that it'll slow down the train pickup if like these last tanks are full and the first few tanks are empty, but having those last few full is enough for the station to technically have enough oil in it to fill an entire train, so it'll call a train. But then that train will just be sitting here because only the back 2 cars will fill and the front 2 will have to sit around waiting. It doesn't really matter that much in this case because this is the first station supplying light oil and it's supplying it super slowly. And yeah. Let's see, how are things looking here? Plenty of crude oil, that's good. So I'm just gonna let that run. That is all for a separate thing anyway. Okay, nice. We got that 4th one is completely saturated. 5th one is running. Oh, the 6th one even is getting a few lumps because there's enough going around on the carousel there. A few lumps. I don't know what to even call those other than lumps. I mean, obviously, you know, it's not ore. It's not an ingot. Blobs, lumps, something like that. Hey, I don't know. But this is so freaking close. I might just go ahead and divert. I could turn off the output priority over here to start sending uranium to there. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do, I mean, I guess I thought about it, but it doesn't actually make much difference. Oh, okay, I think that actually could work fairly well. Huh. Because this red wire here is right. It's connected to the output on here. It's connected to the output on here, and then it goes to a pole, and then it goes to the inserters that read it. So that red wire is actually so that can potentially have an S signal, and that's it. So what I could do then, because right now I have a constant combinator here, I can toggle to trigger each of the cells here. I call these sections of the reactor the cells, because they're kind of like almost like a spreadsheet-ish sort of look to it. So basically you got each column has an upper and a lower cell because that's how the blueprint is divided up. Let's see, is this? Yeah, this is it. So it's just this design mirror it vertically, and then you have your 4 reactors next to each other, and repeat as necessary. So, so right now I have the ability to toggle this to trigger the inserters to load the reactors. It's needed like initially for the first startup, but also in situations where you run out of fuel. And it's looking like, well, I couldn't just simply cross wire them. That would not work, actually. But it does seem like there is availability of the red wire that I could do. Maybe run a red wire across these poles. Like if I did that. Oh, it's too far? Well, okay. Screw that, I guess. Is there anything else? I could connect it to a pump just to bridge the distance, I guess. And then tell the pump not to pay attention to it. I mean, what can I do, like... I don't know, like condition... How do it won't just let me put in a value here? Not for that one? Okay, so if A equals... Oops. Yeah, there. A equals A. Enabled. So I could do that. And then I could connect the red wire. So that way I could have the cells wired together. Because basically that is something that I have tried to think about a little bit. This reactor design is that each cell is completely independent, and it still works well. And in testing, absolutely, the larger the setup is, the more cells I have in the reactor, the better it works, because the heat distribution just spreads across all of the reactors and really evens things out on its own. Smaller sizes, well, this has basically been the test run. Oh, what do we got in uranium train? All right, buddy. Yeah, we'll do the same thing, just take a lap. But yeah, so this is kind of looking like a potential spot. There's not a lot of them, but this appears to be one that I could wire, because I can see here that, oh, this is also wired to this guy, but he also doesn't have anything on the red. So I could wire red to the constant combinator and then to both of the inputs of these. And so that way it's literally only going to inputs except for the constant combinator. And then wiring it that way would essentially mean that, like, toggling any one of the constant combinators would, at the, at least how it is right now, it would trigger the whole, top half of the reactor, and then I could trigger the bottom half separately. Not sure if it's worth it. It could be. But also, I'd prefer to avoid the hacky, kind of like condition, like jump on the pumps. Yeah. All right, Kovarex, go 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 go! And all of these are all still. Oh, this guy's. Oh, he's currently just finished a cycle, so. Yeah, the output was full there. This guy, he's at 43. I mean, it's making, there's 5 of them running, so there's 5 235s being created every cycle. That's more than 5 per minute. It's good. That's good. I guess I don't know over the long term exactly how much that supports. It depends on power consumption, really. It's not something that's like easy to predict. But yeah, I'm... Wait, how are these looking? Oh, we're almost out of the burner fuel. Okay. So... Man, it would go... the whole thing would, you know, go twice as fast if I just let this fill up the second set of centrifuges. Man, that word has escaped me multiple times tonight. It's hard to wait. I want to power it up, and I mean, I guess like I've said, it's kind of come down to the fact that I can't just keep powering this stuff with the burners because I need a burner for every 2 centrifuges. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and set the output to go straight to the fuel cells. So then I'll leave that going for a while. I still am gonna need more fuel. Let me see, is it possible that I've stashed any fuel in here? I don't think so. No. Alright, let's go get fuel. Oh, and except for, I never sent this other train to leave, but that's okay. We will take care of that now. So this guy, oh, so this is apparently, no stops with this name exist? No stops with this name exist. Okay, yeah. So this has got a schedule from, must be my previous playthrough. So what is this, the iron plate? This must be the iron plates. Iron plate pickup. I mean, I think full cargo is the way to go. And then, let's see, I do have depots. They don't have fuel though. But for now, I will still send it there. Wait for an activity. And then we will go to the unload. And just wait to be empty, I guess. So it should only ever be waiting at a station if there's just nowhere for it to go. Fueled up, looks good. Okay, I've got trains waiting now. So go ahead, buddy. All right, you know what? Go to the depot. Nothing's gonna happen there, but you need to get out of my station. Oh no, don't. Oh crap. No, go. Get out of here. You get out of here. Nope, go that way. Okay, you... God. You go back to there. Okay, you're going to that station now. I got these all jumbled up. Really should keep the train limits on these things. There's not room for more than one. Okay, but that... Turn around. Come on home, buddy. And then this should be our... Yes, this is our iron plate train. Alright, cool. So he's waiting to go to the pickup station. It's full because there's nothing... Well, not nothing. Oh yeah, actually nothing. Now, think of it. There's nothing to pick up there. So aside from picking up some more fuel, I forgot all about this. It doesn't seem to be possible to get these loaders to work right. Not consistently with having the bots place them, so yeah. And that will just drain my entire base of all of its iron. The circuit time signal to hey Mahalik. You're talking about the one on my my builder train? I'm guessing that must be the one you're talking about. Oh, this here. That is just literally a signal, channel. I just picked it because it looked like a clock that I could kind of interpret as it'll wait. And I don't have any circuits being fed to the train, so it's just a dummy condition to force the train to wait indefinitely. Same as what I have on the temporary stops here. I like to use temporary stops to just kind of go to any particular place. And I figured out that if I change the wait condition here to an item count one, can't say item count, it defaults to blank is less than 0, which even by itself will cause the train to wait indefinitely. And then basically I can choose to set an icon that helps me remember exactly where does this temporary stop at. So it'll take me to right next to the station for the fuel and the depot here, and this one will take me to park right outside the station for the uranium and that kind of stuff. It's just a shorthand thing, and the only station that's actually in the train schedule is the my construction builder train station here. That's just these two little stations that are near the mall. Right here. Oh, Colonel mass ejection heading for novice orbit. In 1 day. My God. I think I'll be ready for that one. Oh, jeez. Okay, so how are we looking on uranium here? My centrifuge buddies. Because the last step to the way I have my system set up for this is that they just gotta saturate one lane of the circuit here, and that usually, it doesn't ever feel like it takes very long to me. So I did have this circuit condition set on there. I thought maybe I would do a little something. It's pretty annoying to try to even do a builder train automatically without logistics though. So I gave up on that shortly after thinking of it. In my 0.5 playthrough, I spent way too long coming up with an entire circuit system that would control my builder train, make sure that the materials that are supposed to be loaded on it were loaded, and then had selectable options whether or not the train should automatically leave, in which case it worked really well in that it would be sent back to whatever temporary stop I had last gone to. So it was very easy. I could just send the train back to its home station, and as long as I toggled the system to be on the automatically depart, I knew when it came back it would be full of all of the materials. I had numerous circuits set up to just do things like, track that it was actually the right number of the materials, and not something just like an inactivity condition, so that if a material was missing, it wouldn't leave just because there was nothing being loaded. It would actually just wait. I had a couple of conditions, or a couple of combinators that, depending on whether I had it set to the automatically depart or the system disabled or whatever, it would play an alert sound when the train arrived. If it played a different alert sound basically when the train left. And if it was set to automatically depart, it would play that sound and the train would leave. If it was not set to automatically depart, it would just repeat that sound like every 60 seconds to be like, hey, you sent the train here, and then I just have to toggle the alert off. It was a fun project. It was probably a horrible mess, but it was a good refresher on the circuit stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna come and get some more fuel for... That's what I'm here for. For those burners. So I need at least 12 stacks. There we go. Yeah, there they went. I'm gonna just take the little quick train here. Oh, I don't think I have... No, I don't have a temporary stop for him up here yet. So, oh, this guy, I'll actually see, he's nice, and this is a nice short train, so I think I can squeeze him in here. He actually won't be in the way. So yeah, there, I can just set the item count as the one I want, and then here we go. Set my little nuclear icon. I like that better than setting actual stations, just because, you know, really, I don't know, the train, this way the train doesn't go anywhere on its own. And the way I interact with it is just I have a list of things and I hit the go button next to the one I want. So yesterday is the first time I came back to this save in about a week, and I was talking about how, you know, like I tend to do, in that time I had yet again done a new rail blueprint book, and I might start using the new one in this save, but let's see, I need to have that be a block like that, sure. But I'm just realized now, because I was just kind of watching as the train, you know, went down the tracks, that I forgot in this particular blueprints, the rails that I had been using up till now, I was testing out a left-hand drive system, and everything else I've done is right-hand drive, so they're really not compatible. Can have some weird crossover tracks, I guess, but yeah, it would be fun in a chaotic way. All right, cool. Coverx, go, go, go. I need power. So actually, I should. So much to do. Rocket fuel square, finish depot. Okay. Thule, defend Thule. I mean, I need to do smelting blocks. And that's actually not square. I should just put block, because that's what they're... And I mean, it's just like cryonites that someday need to get science kind of more in order in orbit. It's pretty terribly hacky. Oh, I don't have a pin up there. I need to have a pin up here, I think. So let's just do that. And yeah, planet orbit, good enough. Okay, great. I saw that when I just peeked at Thule here that was getting attacked. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I disconnected the rocket silo so that presumably I had the time now to set up processing for Vulcanite here, and I didn't have to just ship the ore all the way back to Novice. Oh, this is, yeah, I just don't have any logistics stuff here, so I can't automate things too easily from a distance. Yeah, I got an okay amount of stuff here. I got at least some of the buildings that are needed to actually set up Covarex. Seven turrets are engaged with the enemy. What? And that can only be over here. These are the only turrets that are even plugged in. They've eaten through so many. I gotta go repair that. Not too bad down here, but yeah, up here they were hitting the same spot while I had the power off. Oh, Andy, the circuit time signal he was inquiring about was the one on my like on my builder train here in the schedule. I have just this little clock time condition. I need railguns. I have a railgun, but it was something I found in a weapons cache, and so now I only have 11 of the, ammo cartridges left. I've gone through 189 of them since I found it. It was very useful. It got me this this base on Novice here. This section of the world, which was great because it's absolutely, to me, actually, what's the pollution look like? It mostly, other than in just a couple of little spots, it contains the pollution I'm creating with no other intervention. I don't have any filtering or anything like that. Those things one-shot behemoths? Yeah, that would be nice. That would be very useful. So close, my god. So, I don't know if anybody else, I don't know if any of you guys use anything remotely similar to this for like a Covarex setup, or basically anything that's kind of like a cyclical process where it needs to feed back into itself. Hey, Antipixelated, welcome. Glad to see you here. Just like at the threshold here of my first clump here, my first grouping of Covarex. God, I'm blanking on this word every time. Centrifuges. Having a hard time. Okay, you do something like this like a belt that feeds back onto itself. I find it to be, I don't know, I guess the most reliable. It definitely has the benefit of not caring about power. the belt will cycle them and, send extra off to be processed, but also keep enough here in the loop to make sure everything is certainly has more than enough of the 235. We're so close. I like watching this. It's you're also using a circular design. Cool. Yeah. Yep, I've probably a couple of blueprints that have things like this. This one's definitely the most compact I've gotten so far. It is, well, I guess that blue belt would that would make it. Well, that one wouldn't, but I could do a jump in between here. So I guess this would work in vanilla as well. Certainly there would be no, the stone filtering and stuff like that wouldn't need to be there. Oh my god, it's so close! I mean, I shouldn't stand here and stare at it. It's incredibly boring. Other than the mesmerizing circulation of the uranium. And even after it starts outputting, which is minutes away there, it still needs to, craft enough of the fuel cells for the reactor to start. So it's not starting up anytime too soon. I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes we might be good to go. So what, yeah, the fuel here is the thing I'm next interested in. So let's see, the iron train here. Oh, he did go and get iron. All right, so yeah, iron plates. We are freaking good on iron plates. And let's see, is this okay? Yeah, it's set, the train limit's set back to 0. Good. I don't really need multiple train loads of iron plates here, so that's good. Hey, I'm here. This for the light oil. I haven't made a train yet. Okay, anti-pixelated. So does that design eventually start outputting? Mine got to a point where the centrifuges couldn't output 235 out of the belt, yet the splitter wouldn't release anything. Yes. Yes, this design here. So I can talk more detail here about what's happening. It gets very busy looking. It can be hard to follow. So more or less, to start with, it's a loop of belt. And this is was a design I came up with in Vanilla Factorial. So, just the way inserters work, everything will naturally unload onto the far side of the belt. And as you can see right now, because nothing is taking anything or putting anything out of the belt, this belt system, right over here, everything coming through, well, not everything, but so it filters out the 235, and that goes through here. Then this splitter is a priority output